Okay, I'm doing the presentation on behalf of the company, but the presentation is prepared by our general manager Rajesh Sonar, who is available here for questions because he is a technical man, I am not. Actually, it's not only Mamata, but my story begins with the plastic. When I was 16-year-old in 1965, I started as an apprentice in Windsor Company in UK. And since then until now, I've been involved in making varieties of plastic machinery, starting from injection molding, blow molding, extrusion, thermoforming, you name it, we have made it. And in between I have a lot of other process machineries also. So, I have always found that there is always an opportunity which happens, and I will start with this quote from a poem, so all of you can see it. The idea is that we all think, and a lot of the time today we have listened to many people, and in some of them I would say there are still the shadows which we are not addressing. And that is what we need to learn as to how do we face the reality by having the action to give we all have an idea what to do, but we are not able to do what we want to do because we find a lot of excuses or reasons for not doing the things. And that is what most of the machinery people are, the people who are actually working in this gap, in this shadow, which is a gap between the expectation and the result. And most of our machinery people are the ones who take the ideas from the processor or from the customer who wants to do something, and the market who really wants something else, and we have to actually match between the two to see that we produce something which is workable for both the sides. So for today's gathering, we are talking, Mamata is engaged in complete system. That is why I'm calling it connecting the dots. In packaging, you start with the flexible packaging, you start with the film, then you do the conversion from the film into the pouch or bag or whatever, and then you do the packaging into the pouch or packaging of that. Mamata is the company, to our knowledge, the only company in India which is unique, doing complete system right from making the film up to the finished package which is filled by the customer's product. The solution which matter is because of our long experience in extrusion, in converting and in packaging. The main thing here is that we are moving towards the digital application in every process. In extrusion, we have already introduced our machines with the full digital control right from the feeding the raw material up to the winding. It is fully controlled by Mamata system. We don't have a third-party system within the thing, and so we are able to control fully the quality and the output of the film. In converting, likewise, we are the only company, we have just received a patent for our sealing technology, where we make the bag or a pouch with a zero impact. There is a patent, the number I think will come somewhere. This is the first time where we are able to seal the film with the zero impact. This comes from our injection molding, my injection molding experience, where those who know that when the two mold press come close together very fast, and then they lock together with a zero touch so that they not to damage the mold, and then we develop the pressure. Similar kind of a technology we are applying now to the film in a very micro level, even with a multi-layer film, where you can apply the pressure exactly to seal each layer properly. And then from this, we develop further that we make the pouch and fill the pouch with the customer's product, like now it's mostly napkins and sometimes bulk product which we can fill in the pouch and then take it out. And we also are developing, we already developed a system to take it out into the cartons and so on. And all this is completely integrated with digital technologies and digital systems from Mamata. Because the sustainability means to us all these things, and the most important part here now is the usage of recyclable film. Using the recyclable film, the difficult part is the handling the film in terms of its web tension, because the recyclable film has a very poor web tension control compared to virgin film, and yet you have to actually ensure that it doesn't stretch or distort while you are pulling it and while you are sealing it. That is the technology which we apply for using with our digital technology to seal this with this OptiSeal and all the other things. Then the main thing which helps in all these things is the EPR implementation. Extended producer responsibility means that you have to have the film which is recyclable, and we can produce the recyclable film as well as we can use the recyclable film in the pouch, which can be further recycled when it is finished. So we are here to provide the solutions. I'll move forward. These are the standard this thing. I will not go through that. I'm sure a lot of our colleagues on the dais are going to speak more in detail about these things. So I don't want to take away that thunder, and I will just keep it as read that all these things are available with Mamata's technologies. These stackable dies are very old, but we have innovated further to reduce the dwell time on either side, that you can have different materials in the same die for multiple layers, so that we can easily add a stack to upgrade from 5 to 7 to even 9. And this is the advantage of having a stacked die compared to a spiral die. This is the OptiSeal, where we have the patent number, and this is the first time in the world that an Indian company has got. This is a global patent, by the way, which has got this OptiSeal, as I said, zero impact sealing of a film. And this is the film and sealing technology, where there are about 4 or 5 stations which are used for sealing the pouch, making the pouch and sealing the pouch for different material filling. And we make that horizontal packing. There is a pick and fill and seal, and then we have got a vertical FFS also. And by the way, all these machines, we have a one-touch setup for the materials. Once it is being programmed, you can change over by one touch within no time. It just takes a few minutes, not even minutes, I would say, maybe a couple of minutes for everything to adjust for the next size of the pouch, or including the different kind of raw material which is being used. As long as the original program is been done, this is partly, you can say, it's a part application of so-called artificial intelligence or the Industry 4. We have, for example, the PET, from PET to PE recyclable pouch, with the necessary barrier properties, are already used by the Hershey's, and we are very happy and very thankful to them that they gave us this opportunity to develop a machine to do this kind of pouch for meeting their recycling targets. So these are that was the horizontal packing, this is the vertical packing. This is for the, again, different material. Now, the whole idea is that machines, now the trend is going towards shorter runs. People want a lot of variety for different markets, lot of varieties by the season, lot of varieties for a festival and so on. So they don't want a very large volume of any package. They want to, let's say, change over every 2 days. Sometimes they change even 2 times a day because they want to, because these are high-speed machines going up to about 200 packs a minute. So they can do it in a half a day, they can do it for a particular market. They are using different films with the different printing, different languages for different markets. So all these things is happening because of digital technology which is applied throughout in the machine setting, machine usage and setup. So this is the digital packaging what we have introduced to the market, and we are very happy that most of the leading brands of India are using our machines, starting from Balaji, Haldiram, Chichile Brothers, Bikaji, Hershey's, Kellogg's, etc. So this is how we have connected all the dots. The film, including the recyclable film, then to make the film to the pouch, and then fill the pouch with the materials and take it out. And now we are also actually further progressing towards making the feeders to fill the different materials, because that is where we can even control better in terms of the changeover time. Right now the changeover is limited by the how soon and how well they can set up the feeder for the different materials. So this is the solutions that we have. I just run a short movie to give you the whole idea of how the dots are connected. In these lines, starting from the gravimetric to the dye, to the air ring, to the thickness control, IBC, everything is Mamata made, Mamata controlled, Mamata digitized. And the winder and the tension control of the winder and everything. These are the pouch. These are the sealing stations running at 133, and you can select the changeover of the material by just pressing of a button of a virgin material or a recyclable or a combination of a particular layer and all that. This is big feeders, the pre-made pouch are feeding into the machine. Vertical axis. So this is how we have resolved a lot of the challenges with our partners in the business who have given us a lot of challenges, and we are very happy to work on those challenges, because ultimately we very much support the government initiative for Atmanirbhar as well as Make in India, because we are truly local, that we are a global company with about 75% of revenue from export and in more than 75 countries, and yet we make everything in India for the world. Thank you. If any questions, you can ask Rajesh Sora. Thank you.